What's up, guys? I'm Kyle. Welcome back to Thy Gardener's Garage. In this video, we're going to give you the top 5 things to look for when you are purchasing a first-gen Dodge Cummins. Buyer beware. All right, guys. First off on our list, number 1 is the inside trim and headliner. Obviously, these trucks are over 30 years old, so, man, it is a little whooped, you know, a little brittle. I've actually taken this all the way out, used that headliner spray and put it all back up. But as you can tell, that headliner trim is extremely brittle. So that's number 1 on the list. All right, guys. So number 2 on our list is the frame on these things. Although they're tough trucks, back in the day, they were extremely tough for their age. But for over towing, overhauling, overloading, these frames are actually seed, they're not boxed, so they actually kink in some spots if people overload them. But this truck has not been kinked, hasn't been overloaded, anything like that. I actually plan on boxing it myself in the future, so that's number 2. Okay, so for number 3 on our list for these trucks is the KDP, Killer Dowel Pin, if you guys don't know. So that is actually a dowel pin that is in between the timing cover and the block. There's no threads or anything, and after time, it rattling can work its way out and get in between the gears, the cam gears, and really do some damage. So you really can't see where it's at, but I can show you that it is actually behind this timing cover in all those gears. So behind all those gears, it's a little of a bugger to get to, you want to call it. I have not done it on this truck. I kind of hope it's been done. It's got 326 on the clock, so I'm kind of just sending it, boys. So that was number 3, KDP, Killer Dowel Pin. That's one of my things to do for this truck. So number 4 on our list would be intercooled, or is it non-intercooled? They made 2 variants of these trucks with the diesel motor. From 89 to 90, they're non-intercooled. And then from 91 to 93, they obviously have an intercooler. Runs better, EGTs are down lower, all the above, you know what I mean? So this truck obviously has an intercooler. Here is the intercooler charge pipe, runs through. I'm actually going to the opposite direction, but charges up from the turbo. Intercooler's all through here, gets all the cold air, tries to get those EGTs down before it actually goes into the motor, right? Intake air temps. So, not EGTs. You know what I'm getting at. That would be number 4 on our list. So, okay, guys. So, you guys all know about Dodge 12 valves are really strong motors, right? So that brings us to number 5 on our list. Motors are good, but what's behind the motors? Those transmissions, right? So I fought with the transmission in this truck, I should say. I swapped to a 47 RH and went back and forth, and it kept dropping out of lockup. It kept dropping out of lockup, and I finally just said, screw it, let's manual swap it. So we did an NV 5600 swap on this old girl. Probably the best thing I ever did to this truck. There she is, man stick, 6-speed, boys. Obviously bought the whole clutch, transmission, everything from a Dodge recycler kind of center, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, transmission, man's mission. Best thing I ever did to this truck, boys. So if you're gonna get yourself a first gen, those are a few things that I would be looking out for if I was to buy one, right? So okay, so I just told you guys that NV 5600, that manual transmission swap, was the best thing I ever did to the truck. The second best thing, I would say, putting the American Forces on it. Changed the whole look of the truck, everything, aggressive stance, all that. I got a little bonus for you. Number 6. Didn't really see that coming, did you guys? So 6 on our list is wiring. I know these trucks come with fusible links, I believe they're called. People say they have a bunch of problems with them. I've never had any problems with this truck yet, so cross our fingers. But yeah, wiring, hopefully the wiring's good when you get one. Definitely one thing to look at, especially with the trucks being so old. People get in there and you say molest them, right? Everybody splices in and think they're doing better, but they're usually doing worse. So that's number 6. Even though this is a top 5, buyer beware. I suggest everybody buy one of these, man. I hunted it down and made sure that I really wanted the truck before I pulled the trigger. So about 6 months I hunted this sucker down. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Gave you a little insight on what to look for when you are purchasing a first gen Dodge Cummins, baby. See you on the next one.